The Lower Niumi District Youth Committee (DYC) on Sunday hosted a Congress meeting to elect a new executive and also give account on their past activities and financial report. The event, held at the Esau District Court, brought together youth from various villages in Lower Niumi, including Bara, Esau, Kanuma, and others. Pa Modugay, the National Youth Coordinator of NBR, highlighted the purpose of the event and gave insights about the election.
We are here in Lower Niumi to conduct the District Youth Congress, which we have started some days ago in other districts. So today is our final day of the congresses, and we were very impressed with the turnout. And then this has given the young people the opportunity for them to select the leadership that is going to uh, that we're going to steer the affairs of the young people for the next 2 years. The other thing that we learned here was like young people exercise high level of maturity. We have not noticed any forms of violence or any other things that was going to interrupt the election proceedings. So we hope those people that are elected will make best use of this opportunity to serve their people, so that comes here next 2 years when we meet here, they will have series of activities that implemented on behalf of the young people. So on that note, I would just want to wish them all the best, and then assure them of the RYC continuous support in the work towards the implementation of their projects.
Ismail Njai represented the chief at the Congress.
So I want to say thank you to the outgoing personnel and bravo to the selfless and relentless services that you have rendered during your tenure in office. We want to thank you for that. For those coming in, as I have heard from one of the speakers saying, in as much as you are going to elect, not to select, but to elect those who are going to take their positions, it has to be conducted fairly. It has to be conducted fairly. Fairly in the sense that somebody says, I think it's Mr. Sise, don't look at him or her because he is a relative, a blood relative, or a friend, and you say, I am going to vote for him or her. The election has to be based on competency and eligibility.
During the election of the new executive, youth representatives nominated candidates they felt were apt for the positions and later elected their final candidate. The election saw no ties for all the positions except for the position of the treasurer, which was later resolved by the withdrawal of one of the candidates. At the end, all members from the previous committee were re-elected to serve for another 2 years. Alpha Maran is the continuing chairman of the Lower Niumi District Youth Committee.
To be honest, it was never easy. We faced a lot of challenges because looking at it, this is a voluntary work that young people entrust me to steer their affairs for every 2 years. That is first 2 years and the second 2 years. But for my coming up for my first 2 years, it was never easy because these are 2 years that I served and I was never subvented. Subvented in the sense that the RYC are never subvented by the NYC, and the NYC also the RYC also are not subventing the DYCs. So I think this is making things very, very difficult for young people to understand, because what they will be thinking is that we as the district youth committee are here to make programs, whilst we are here to coordinate programs. This is our mandate. Our mandate is to coordinate the programs of the young people. But for instance, if we have on the road or on the journey that we are able to fortunate to have funds, we also implement some programs. But for our mandate is to coordinate programs. And I also want to promise the young people that the first 2 years was a learning point for me. Some of the errors or some of the difficulties that we face as a committee, we want to rectify those in these upcoming years. So I will not promise something that I cannot able to achieve, but I want to promise the young people like these 2 years that are coming will be much, much different from the first 2 years that we serve.
Mariama Sonko, treasurer-elect and the only female executive member, expressed her delight and the need for women to take up leadership positions.
As the only woman, I feel like I feel so bad because it's like the ladies in Lower Niumi are not willing to take up political stuff. So they are not that much into politics. I don't know if they are scared or what, but we need to move away from the ancient belief that we have. As women, we can also be leaders. As women, we can do anything that male can do, not in the sense like we are trying to bring in equality and stuff, but equity itself is what we are trying to attain. So I am urging all the ladies to make sure that we involve ourselves in politics. We make sure our voices are heard because that is what we are trying to do. So all the time we'll be like the male are not giving us space. But the problem with us is that as ladies we are not willing to take up responsibilities. And when things don't go our way, we will try to blame the male for it. So I am urging all the ladies to try and take part in political work and make sure we attain higher standards.
The other executive members include Ibrahim Ajame as Vice President, Ibrahim Assad as Secretary General, and Sirif Sise as the Public Relations Officer. The Lower Nyomi District Youth Committee is expected to steer and coordinate the affairs of the Lower Nyomi youth for the next 2 years and implement the recommendation shared during the Congress for a more progressive committee. This is a report by Nyomi FM.